Hello, my name is Tess Merrill, and I am enrolled in Quid 101 TED Talks with my instructor, Kim Schaefer. I'm going to be talking about growth mindsets and how, with a mindset such as that, possibilities are endless and you are limitless. So let's find out what a growth mindset is. It was actually discovered by a psychologist named Carol Dweck. She discovered that there are two ways we typically perceive ourselves: through a fixed mindset, which is where we believe that we are static and not able to change our character, intelligence, skills, or abilities, that we are the way we are, and we were born that way. Whereas with a growth mindset, through effort and belief, we are able to change our character, abilities, and intelligence. Something with a growth mindset is that we're able to dream big. And a quote that I found while researching Carol was by a lady named Debbie Millman, who was speaking at an event, and she said, "Do what you love and don't stop until you get what you love. Work as hard as you can. Imagine immensities." I think that last part of the quote is just so powerful. It means dream big. And that's what we do as children. We always dream big, and our heads are always in the clouds and in fantasy books. And I just think that it's important that we never lose that sense of wonder, because that wonder is what can motivate us and drive us to continue expanding and growing. Let's take a closer look into characteristics of a fixed mindset versus a growth mindset. So with growth, adaptability comes, whereas with a fixed mindset, we remain more stagnant because we're afraid of failure. If we don't put forth the effort, if we don't try new things, then we're never going to fail. Whereas with growth, that's where change comes from, is learning what works and what doesn't work. Failure does not mean defeat. Failure means learning from your mistakes, learning that maybe stepping with our left foot first that time wasn't the right thing to do. We should step with the right foot next time. It just means trying again and maximizing efforts. Oftentimes, a lot of people, especially in the fitness world, and something that I have observed on my fitness journey, is that when we see someone who is lean or fit, we tend to think, oh, maybe I'm big boned and they were just born that way. They have the fast metabolism. They have the energy, the clear skin, just the overall fit physique. That's someone with a fixed mindset might think that because they don't maybe see the hard work and the dedication that that athlete or that individual put in to achieve that physical goal. When actually it is all dedication and hard work. Something else that I have observed on my fitness journey is that growth really is the way to having that growth mindset, that wonder, that passion, that desire to change and evolve, and pushing yourself to failure really is the way that you can achieve your goals. Because with muscles, in order to grow them, you have to use weight to potentially rip and just stretch out your muscle. There is oftentimes like techniques in bodybuilding where you lift your weights until failure, until your muscles are shaking and can no longer do it. And from there, that is how your muscle knows that it needs to adapt and grow. So failure is actually one of the best things that you can do physically. And you're never going to know what you're capable of unless you push yourself to that extreme. So trying new things with a growth mindset can be positive and fun. Because if you just have a fixed mindset and you think, I've never done anything like this, so why should I try it now? You're never going to know if you like it or not. Just like with school, for students, it takes hard work and dedication to be where we're at and to complete the work that we have to do. Everything in life is. Nothing is easy. And that's why we have to just have this optimism to fuel ourselves and motivate ourselves to accomplish things. One of my favorite quotes that I often reflect on whenever I'm feeling my optimistic spirit come in or try to stress me out is that a diamond is formed under pressure. And contrary to popular belief, a diamond is actually not refined from coal. It actually endures this intense process in which it was formed, diamonds were formed years and years ago, deep within the Earth's layers, through heat and through pressure. It was different kinds of rocks, sedimentary rocks that were just ground together, and this heat and pressure was applied. And then throughout the years, these diamonds have surfaced through volcanoes and through other ways that you would never expect to find such beautiful gems and stones. So even though it might seem hard and it might seem tough, the end product is going to be worth it. Because look where you are now. Just maybe take a minute to reflect on how much you have gone through and how much you have overcome to even make it where we're at currently. And this could be with any aspect in your life, not just with education and your academic journey. It could be your career, your finances, maybe just a hobby that you're interested in, family, just anything. There are no physical or concrete bounds that can hold us back. With a positive mind, everything is limitless and has resolve. We must never lose sight of our why. Let that be our strength for our future challenges. And I think another place that strength comes from is resilience. Resilience is another characteristic of a growth mindset that is so powerful. It's the ability to recover from adversities, which are challenges. And this again ties us back to where some people think that some are just born with this optimism or this resilience, but that's false. Resilience is a learned behavior that is developed by adapting and having that persistence to overcome. It all comes down to a choice, and sometimes we have to train ourselves how to choose the right, even though everything against us is trying to defy that and cause us to doubt it. We have to make that choice because change is inevitable. Here's another quote by John C. Maxwell that change is inevitable, but growth is optional. How do we grow? Have that positive self-perception. Another exercise that I would like you to maybe take a minute to do is to visualize your highest self and then try and show up as that person. It could be the person that you want to be in 5 years. It could be the person that you want to be tomorrow. On my fitness journey, when I had to start training for the physique that I wanted, I had to think about the foods that I was consuming. And if I continued to eat like I was every day, then like I was before I made this choice, I was never going to achieve what I wanted, because in order to lose weight, you have to have a calorie deficit. You can't have a calorie surplus. So I had to imagine myself being 10 pounds lighter and thinking, if I was 10 pounds lighter, that just means less food that I need in my body. So I had to visualize what it was that I was intaking. And then I had to have that grit. and that courage to say no to the chocolate. Or if I ate that donut one day, then I would have to find a way to cut back on calories in another area. So it's about recalibrating and facing the adversities and not letting the setbacks hold you back from the overall picture, from the overall end game. Go for it, no matter what it is in your life, no matter what it is that you want to achieve. Your success is dependent upon your optimism and the way that you're going to handle every little choice and every little thing that's thrown at you, which is oftentimes out of our control. But I believe in you. We're all diamonds just waiting to surface from a volcano. Thank you.